attitude. Here we go with the attitude, yeah.
Hello, welcome to another Thrifty Picker video. It's been a while since I've been on. Life kind of gets in the way every now and then, and I kind of had to hold off on the picking and selling and things like that. But I'm back at it. Did pretty good yesterday, and I thought, well, I only got a few things. But like I said, I'm just now getting back into doing what I do. So I'm going to show you what I got. Got some really cool items, like 3 items. The first one that I come across is this right here. It's a nice Pentax 35mm camera, and it's got a Sigma 2870mm lens, zoom lens. It's also got the UV filter, which this right here can get up to $100 or more. I paid $11.99 for it, so I'm pretty happy with that. The filter alone, this right here, used to go for about $20 if you were to go buy a new one. So I'm going to keep it all together. I could probably break it down and get, X amount for the lens, a little bit for the body of the camera, and a little bit for the lens, or the filter, I'm sorry. But I think I'm going to keep it all together and sell it at like it is, because I believe I would actually probably get more this way. Now I can't get the filter back on. They're a pain in the butt. You gotta screw them on just right. And this is not wanting to cooperate. But I'm pretty happy with it. I was surprised. I was at the thrift shop yesterday, and I was looking at something else, and I happened to see this camera sitting on this shelf, and I thought, And normally I don't mess with the old 35mm cameras because a lot of times they're plastic. But what caught my eye was the fact that it had a lens on, interchangeable lens. So I thought, so I picked it up, and of course it's heavy. And something my mom always told me when I was young, because she used to deal with antiques. And she always says, if it's heavy, it's expensive, put it down. So I thought, So I got out the trusty smartphone. I don't know how many of you use it. I know about everybody you know has some sort of smartphone, or iPad, or of some sort, or tablet. But you can get, on eBay, you can check your eBay stuff with that. Finally. And so I got it out, and I got on my app for eBay, and I typed in Pentax camera, and it popped all these listings for this particular camera. I personally had never heard of Pentax. Kodak, Polaroid, Sony, stuff like that, Nikon, those are always the ones that stand up the most for me. So when I seen all these listings pop up for a Pentax camera, and some of them are selling in upwards of $1,000. Not saying that this one will bring me that much, but you never know. Just depends on, who wants it and how many people are interested in it, what the bidding is going to go up to. But I thought, ooh, score. But anyway, before I even picked it up, it was on the shelf. So I was sitting there and I'm looking up the name, and I noticed, there's a guy off to my side, and he kept getting closer and closer, and I'm thinking, I'm looking around on the shelf, and really there was nothing else but this. And he kept watching me. And the reason I'm telling you this is because if you're doing this, if you're in a thrift shop, keep an eye on your surroundings, because you're not the only one in there looking for good deals to try to make a buck on. Well, this guy, he was wanting his camera is what it was. So I picked it up, and I started walking with it. Well, I noticed a couple aisles down, he was following me. He was waiting to see what I was going to do with this camera. So I went and I tracked my sister down, who was pushing the cart, and I said, I'm going to put this in the cart. And I put it down in the cart underneath the stuff that she had. And I told her, you know, some guy was eyeballing this and he's waiting for me to put it down. So he knew that it had some value to it too. I only paid $11.99 for it, but it could bring me upwards to 100 or more, depending on who wants it. So just when you're doing this, you know, picking, keep an eye on the people around you, because if you turn your head for a second, they're going to snatch whatever it is you're looking for. So if you're doing what I do with the smartphone, pick the item up, have it in your hand, put it in your cart, put it in your basket, whatever it is you're doing, and let those people know that, hey, you know, this is it's yours now. You're going to buy it. And make sure, keep an eye on them, because they'll follow you around to see if you're going to drop it off or not. But that's one item I got so far. And mind you, I got all these at the same thrift shop. The next item, and sorry if I keep reaching off camera, but I've got a small area, that I work out of, or do this out of. I don't really work. But I got this, it's a Safety First. I don't know if you can see it. Safety First baby monitor. And it has the, you can unplug the adapters. Has two of these. They look like master locks, but they're actually clip-on receivers. And what's really cool about this monitor is that it glows when you plug it, turn it on. It comes on. You put this in the baby's room, kind of like a nightlight for the baby. And it's got two of these receivers, and they light up across here. Whenever there's something makes a noise with this lights up and you can hear it too. Baby monitors always seem to do really well. I paid $3 for this whole setup, and it has all the chargers, adapters, and actually got an extra adapter that was with it, in the bag with it. But they always do really well. So for $3 I got something that I know sells. So always keep a lookout for baby monitors, and make sure it's a complete set. You're going to do better with two. One receiver is good, but two, because most generally you have two parents. So but these are also really well in paranormal investigating. The investigators like to put this in a room where there's so-called activity, and then they put a recorder with the baby monitor. They pick up really well, so they're good thing to do for paranormal investigators, which I do that also. But for this one particular model here, it's going on eBay, so keep an eye out for these. And that's another thing. That's two different listings you can put these under. You can list these for infants, you know, and things like that, but you can also list it under ghost hunting equipment. Just a thought. Okay, I got that. I also got, get this stuff over here. Be right back. This is something I sell every time I find them. I get them. It's called the Connects. Okay, this particular one is a 35 model building set, which basically means you can build, well, I keep forgetting I'm backwards here, 35 different models with this set. It's a 364 piece set. Okay, see that? So I got it, of course. I opened it up and I went through each piece and put them all together, all the same pieces together, and none of them were in bags except for the one that hadn't been opened yet. So I went and got some Ziploc bags, and I put all the pieces that were the same in one bag, and the vice, you know, there are probably about, out of the 360 some pieces, there's probably 10-15 pieces missing total. These always sell. These are about as hot as Legos. Every time I get these, I always manage to do very well on them. So that's just something else to keep in mind, the Connects. I don't know what it is about them, but they do really well. And something I also got, and because I love cameras, I just love cameras, I love video cameras, I love doing videos. In fact, my daughter and I are going to be shooting an amateur movie. But But anyway, I got this Sony Handycam. It's a little old. It's still the high 8, but still, it's professional grade actually. It has the audio in and audio and video in and audio video out. It's got more stuff on it than your standard camcorder. It's got the professional mic hookups, you know, for like commentary and things like that. Autofocus. It's got the macro shot, which not very many video cameras have macro. In fact, when you're doing photography or videography, I mean, when you're trying to get into that close-up shot, most of your video cameras will blur. Well, this one won't. It has a macro shot, just like your photography cameras do to get those close-up shots. So I spotted this little baby, and I see that it needs a little TLC. It needs a new microphone cover. That needs a battery. But I love cameras, and I love the professional quality cameras, and this is actually like the, I don't know, I'm actually after wanting to get an HD video camera for movie shooting, but this is going to work out just fine once I get everything I need for it. I got to get a new battery and probably the charger and power cord, things like that, but I can pick those up, you know, off eBay, Amazon, Overstock.com, places like that for, you know, fairly good deals. And I'm pretty good at, I can find just about anything I'm looking for. So I'm really happy with this. I paid $3 for it, and it's, you know, probably brand new. They were probably, I don't know, $600-700 camera at one time. So I'm happy with it. I like it. But those were my scores for yesterday. I'm hoping to get back out, and my goal with this this venture of thrifty picking is to get my bathroom remodeled. So that's my goal with these funds, is to get that done. I'm hoping to do a lot more thrifty picker videos in the future, and I'm hoping through my trials and errors and tips and things like that, I can teach others, you know, what to look for, what not to look for, and what to be on, you know, be alert about. Like, for instance, the creeper that was following me around trying to get my camera. But so far, I think I'm heading in the right direction as far as where I want to go with this project. And I'm hoping to find some more good deals. And I'm hoping through one of these videos that I'm going to be doing in the future that you might be able to learn a tip or two from me. I mean, I'm no expert, I know that, but I've been doing eBay. Gosh, I probably, since I'm wanting to say like 1999 or so. So that's been quite a few years. What is this? Well, 15 years. I've been off and on doing eBay. Have always done really well. I've tried other things in the past to help supplement income, but eBay, I always come back to it. It's simple. They make everything easy for you. Within minutes you can have something listed. And most generally you can find stuff around your house that somebody else may want, and it's literally one man's trash or woman's trash as someone else's treasure. So keep that in mind when you're looking around your house. If you haven't used it in a year, you're probably not going to. If it's been in a closet or out in a shed and you haven't used it in forever, sell it. If you think it's worth something, list it. And that's my tip for the day. If it looks like it can make you money, put it on eBay. I'm Laurie. Thanks for watching, and keep looking for some more good deals. And happy picking, everybody. Keep up the good work. Bye.